Hey guys, Darth Gloric here, back with part 17 of my Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough. So last time, things were starting to get good, man. We finished the intro kind of opening sequence of the Phantom Liberty DLC, and then we finally got the ball rolling on Judy stuff, which feels good because we've been desperate trying to get the Judy stuff to trigger, and we did it, man. So I was just curious, what is this? Tiger claws, something smells off about this one. I mean, this one's like literally right over there, so maybe we'll just run over there really quick. Hello, officer. Alright, I'm just curious. Don't mind me, I'm just taking a scenic, I almost said scenic way, but it's not scenic, it's fast way. Anyway, I think we also got some cyberware kind of filled out as well. And really upgraded as well, which feels pretty good. Anyway, find and open the container with no future graffiti on it. Right. Oh, I remember this now. I think we're going over here. No, I almost don't think it showed you exactly where it was. I think it's like over here somewhere, I think. Hey, what's up? Excuse me. You had something in here that I wanted to loot, so... Let's see. Tactical harness. All these guys are all whacked out. That's not that one. Let's see. It's over here somewhere. There it is.
Oh, shit. He's in rough shape, but alive.
Yeah.
Let's hear what Dennis has to say.
Dennis?
Hey, got a status? Find the package?
You could have told me the package was a man.
If it was a box of bananas, I'd use the post office. Get over it.
Well, who is he?
The ambassador to Mexico. Jesus, it doesn't matter who he is. I prepared a car for you. Put the man in the trunk and head to Northside. The address is in the GPS.
Okay.
One more thing. Watch for tigers. They've got their sights trained on your new companion.
Sick.
What? Asshole hung up.
Yeah, I was, it was really upfront and forthcoming with the information I might have needed. Right, I remember this. Okay, let's go ahead and put him down. Right here, because, this is gonna go as well as you probably assume. Sorry, the shot didn't go off immediately like I assumed it would. Okay, I was about to say, I think there was another. Alright, just gonna take care of these people. You don't even know. Not that I'm necessarily trying very hard to keep it quiet, because admittedly I'm not. I just... Their back was literally turned, so it was a good opportunity. Alright, we can go ahead and grab him for now, but admittedly, it's not going to be one and done, because we can get him up the stairs, but there's more people right up here, so let's go ahead and get him at least to this point. About here, maybe a little farther. Just hang on, I got just many things going on. How's my favorite NC Legend doing? Since you punched the living hell out of every single contender in the city, maybe you should help some other boxer who still has a long way to go. Talking about my chum Aaron. He's looking for a reliable muscle. Can you talk to him? Haha, no legend, just person. Let me see what I can do. That's the spirit. Promised the boy I'd send someone who knows what they're doing. So of all my chums, that leaves you, only you. You'll find Aaron at the DT outdoor boxing ring. Got it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and focus on the mission that I'm actively doing. Alright, now let's go ahead and drop this guy. so that we can deal with the people up top. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna loot your stuff. Alright, where was this guy? Oh, not all the way up here, I don't think. Bet you didn't expect the attack from above. Classic. Alright, come here. Alright, there's someone else on this level, but to be honest, the goal is not to exterminate every tiger claw. Honestly, if we just manage to get out, that's good enough for me. I stopped all the rest of those guys because they were literally on the way, but, you know, not everybody's on the way. Alright, so we are close. About to put him in the trunk. In you go. Alright. See how well the rest of this goes. Alright, well that was a pretty uneventful little drive. We were just about there. I didn't encounter any resistance, and I never saw anybody. There we go. Dennis.
Job's done.
I see that. Well done. Excellent work. Holding in there all right, Hariyoshi?
Dennis gave me hope.
This is all very heartwarming, but you haven't paid me yet.
I know. Here.
May this blade serve you well.
Thank you. It was a little confusing how your voice kind of changed there, but don't worry about that, I guess. Don't worry about that, I guess. It's fine. I'm just waiting for more pop-ups to tell me what happened. There we go. Got a little bit of experience. A little bit of money. That is enough to push me over 600,000. Which is great. Alright, what was this about a blade? Precision rifle tier 2, which means sellable. That was tier 5, which you already had. I don't know if we just got this tier 4 razor or what, but obviously that's not worth anything. Although, actually, we can disassemble it because it is tier 4. And we sort of need maybe some tier 4s. Alright, well, there you go. That was something. Alright, well, here's something to do. Just right around the corner from where we were are some enemies. And we're just going to go ahead and use the opportunity to get some good loot. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, that guy he stood up. Down, boy. That guy stood up at the worst moment. Oh. That construction worker stood up at just the worst possible time. Yeah, the cops are a little mad that I just blew that civilian away. Which, you know, he stood up at the worst moment. He should have stayed down. I would have missed him. So, you know, that was little unfortunate. Couldn't have gotten far. You heard it here first, kids. Don't worry, the cops chilled out, so we're Gucci there. Alright, let's go up top, maybe? Almost. Almost. Alright. So there were, I think, 2 people up here that I took out. And then the other person was way over here. There you go. I made more money on just right there than I did on that other job. By a lot because of all the guns, too. Sick. Alright. So I think the sellable thing is right over here. So, what's the situation with the old guns? tier 4. We can go ahead and get rid of that. And the rest of those are other tiers. Chainsword. Tier 5. Armor penetration, charge time, bleeding chance, produces an alert enemies, and cause civilians to panic, as you would assume. A little bit of lower base damage because of the bleeding proc chance. Crit for attacks performed mid-air. Includes leap attacks and superhero landings. 30% knockdown chance for mid-air crit hits. That's interesting. Attempt to keep this one because, of course, the it has the non-lethal mod right now. I've never used a chainsword, but admittedly, it is pretty neato. This is not a... Obviously, it's a really powerful weapon, but it is a little rough because you're very slow with this weapon. But still, some part of me thinks it'd be cool to use a chainsword because I've never used one. Let's see. Can we just put it on for just a second so I can just see what it's like? All right. Let's go ahead and just kind of get away from a few people here while I just see what this is like. That's crazy. Oh wow, you like charge up the hit. That's crazy. Interesting. That's so cool. It's so well. That's so wild. That's so weird. Interesting. I've never even pulled one out, honestly, so like I have literally no experience with a chainsword. And I don't know if it's super good or what. Obviously this hits super hard. But it's way more expensive stamina-wise, and it attacks slower. But we might continue using it. Some part of me is tempted to use the chainsword, because that's really cool. Alright, well maybe we will... Alright, maybe we'll just go ahead and do this for now. Alright, let's go ahead and get over here. Back to where we were. And we're going to go ahead and sell this and that. We're going to keep these and sell both of those. Oh, and then as always, the junk that I forget afterwards. Alright, there's all that. Next, let's go ahead and call a car here so I can deal with the stash situation. Alright, now, for now, we're going to go ahead and put the chainsword away because I like it. Some part of me is tempted to hold on to this, at least for now, because this would mean I could take care of the cyber psychos, you know, at least some of them, rather than ignoring them like I'm currently doing. Alright, I just noticed that we got a text. Hey, got your number from a friend. Heard you're good at what you do. If that's the God's honest truth, then I've got a gig for you. Call me if you're interested.
It's V. Heard you had a gig for me.
You heard right. I need a driver.
Mm-hmm. And for what exactly?
Oh, you know, this and that. I got a few errands to run. A couple of friends that need paying a visit. The usual. Listen, I'm a straight shooter, so let me cut right to the chase. I heard you're the best in town. Thing is, I like working with the best. And I know the best don't come cheap. I'm not gonna get into the nuts and bolts, cause if what they say about you is true, you can handle anything. So let's get this settled. You got what it takes? Or are they wrong about you?
Right. I'm in.
Japantown then. By the market entrance. Give a few honks and I'll stroll up. Later, V.
Interesting. That was Send in the Clowns. Ozob, quite the name. Don't know why, but the sound of it gets creepy circus music stuck in my head. Maybe the dude was an acrobat or lion tamer or something. Never know in this city. We won't know till we call him and find out. So yeah, that's a little... That's interesting. Oh, that's Phantom Liberty. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Find all the tarot graffiti. That's of course that one. Right, find Aaron. Alright, let's go see maybe what this one's about. Alright. We are here for whatever this is. It just like hard stops me. Alright, let's just pull back here so I can park somewhere. There we go. Something like that should work. What a pretty car. I love that car. Alright. The heck is happening with all this?
Are you V? Please, step in the vehicle.
Alright.
Okay.
Hello, V. I'm Jefferson Perales. You've already spoken with Elizabeth, my wife.
Hi.
Morales. The one running for mayor of Night City?
The one.
So the one who was DA until recently, but just vaulted into a seat on the city council.
I gather you now understand why discretion is of the utmost importance.
So, what do you got for me?
Carter, let's go.
Straight to the matter at hand, huh?
My time's pretty valuable. Pretty sure yours is too?
True. Elizabeth?
Well, as you're probably aware, Mayor Lucius Rhine recently passed.
We want to know how, why, whatever else is pertinent.
Far as I remember, someone tried to zero Rhine a few days before his death.
The NCPD sees no link. They're saying it was a random cyber-psycho attack.
And claiming the mayor died of natural causes.
Causes unrelated to the attack. It's in the official reports. Rhine died at home due to a cardio implant malfunction.
What makes you think the cops got him wrong? Got any evidence?
Shortly before Rhine passed, he made cuts in the NCPD budget. Perhaps got on someone's bad side that way.
In any case, we have the cyber-psycho attack on a BD.
Our chief of security scanned it but didn't find anything out of the ordinary, so to speak. We need a braindance editor, a real one. It's raw footage.
The brain dance. It has to be back where it belongs today, or a lot of people will be in a lot of trouble. If you agree to help, you can see it right now.
Alright, see what I can do.
Excellent. We'd be happy with any find that would clarify things. Alleviate lingering doubts.
Alright. I don't recall this mission. I remember getting it, but I don't remember doing it, so my last playthrough I might have skipped it. I might not have done it. Cause this is not familiar.
Well, what do we got here?
Question is, what are you doing here?
My brain too, isn't it?
True.
And this time, don't go scrolling every ass you see. Eyes on the mayor. Stuff belongs to City Hall. Let's make it PG.
Hang on a minute.
Hulk guy?
No idea. Those ass clowns are all the same.
Alright, hang on.
Second conference in 3 days. No idea what this blitz is for. That's why I'm mayor and you're not. Now's when we need the visibility. You're spreading yourself too thin. I'll rest tonight. My room at the Red Queen's race is ready. Yes, of course. Good. Now go. Gotta practice.
Red Queen's race. Cause any intersynapse zaps?
Sure, bunch of old Brit farts in powdered wigs shouting, "Off with their heads!"
You know, you're allowed to say you don't have a clue.
Alright, hang on. We're gonna go back to this layer.
They left literally seconds before the attack. Looks planned. Like it was done on purpose.
That or the psycho saw his chance and took it. Don't get paranoid on me.
Right, fair enough.
Hold it. Stop right there. Slow your roll. River Ward, NCPD.
Ah.
Police. Let him in? Let him wait. It's important. Gotta speak to the mayor's chief of security. Preem, do it after the conference.
Cop wanted to tell security something.
Probably that he was standing by to lick Ryan's butthole.
Thank you, thank you, Johnny.
Terminal crashed right as he went through the gate. glitch was no accident.
Nah. Seen stranger coincidences.
Like?
Like when you bang some chick and then her sister later, same night. And it turns out they're both sisters of God.
That really happened to you?
Nah. But it could've.
Thank you, Johnny.
Pretty. Dream. Do it after the conference.
Oh.
Tune. Don't recognize it.
Tune.
Woody's humming.
Wouldn't call that a tune.
He's really into it.
Hang on, I'm gonna go.
Could have chromed half the city with what he was packing.
Probably what happened. Body disappeared from the morgue, sight unseen. And then some pig got himself a new set of wheels in an ugly-ass suit.
Know that? Or just talking out your ass again?
Once you've seen all I've seen, don't need to know things to know them. People are the same everywhere.
Okay, it's coming out your ass.
Ho ho. That would be the cop, I would imagine. Interesting. Interesting. It sounds like that cop knew what was up.
You're here. Fantastic.
What up? I'm here.
So, any thoughts? Did you see anything suspicious? Anything at all? Or are we paranoid?
Whole thing stinks worse than Coronado Bay in July.
Huh. So suspicions confirmed.
Yup.
Any questions at this point?
Red Queen's race. What is it?
Got me. Never heard of it. Sorry.
Cop who saved Ryan. Know anything about him?
Detective River Ward. Good guy. We worked a few cases together. You want to talk to him? I'll put you in touch.
Mayor's hustle. They in CPD?
No. All handpicked by Holt. And on a corpse payroll. But there are ex-cops among them.
Interesting.
Anyone else besides Ryan's detail have access to the terminal?
NCPD. That's it.
Sheesh. Ward had great timing. Either has crazy good luck or had a source. Got good info. I'm gonna need some of each.
Well said.
Sending you his deeds. If you need anything else, let us know. We'll help.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you apprised. Interesting. Fancy. Alright, well, let's call this cop.
This is Ward. Who am I talking to?
Name's V. Looking into the death of one Lucius Ryan.
Wonder why. You're not a cop.
Jefferson and Elizabeth Perales hired me to do it.
Presumptive mayor sniffing around his predecessor's untimely death. Interesting.
Done some digging, got more intel. Also interesting.
All right. I'm headed to Chubby Buffaloes.
Be there, stat.
Meet with Detective Ward. Interesting. A murder mystery. But yeah, what's funny is I do remember this now. I mean, I remember parts of it because I guess this is how you meet what's-his-face. Because I guess this is how you meet what's-his-name. The Detective River Ward. And I do, of course, remember him. I also know that he is a romance option, if you're, for those of you that are interested. Which, you know, is not me, but for those of you that are interested, I know he's an option. I do know that, well, I don't know. I won't say that because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but, you know, he's an option if you're interested. Let's keep it at that for now. All right, we are getting close. It's all foggy in Night City today. There we are. This is interesting. Just gonna park away from these people. I do not want them to get near this massively expensive car. Well, I assume it's expensive. I mean, of course it's expensive. I mean, look at it. Of course it's expensive. And seems to be one of a kind, so obviously I don't want anyone parking near it. Detective River Ward, there he is.
Someone here to see you, looks like.
Wonder what about.
You River Ward?
In the flesh. Be it, right? My partner, Detective Hunt.
Okay. Thanks for agreeing to meet.
You really intend to work with a merc?
Don't know what I intend just yet. For now, I'm gonna see if I hear anything new about Ryan's death.
You back on that? Boss already told you to drop it. I can say it again. You know he hates to say things twice. And if you couldn't give a rat's fat ass about any of that, heed my advice. As your friend, just let the case go.
See me do anything? Just sitting here, sipping coffee, listening to gossip.
Fine. Do what you want. I'm not about to be part of this. Gotta go get my little girl anyway. And you two at least find a quieter corner. Wouldn't want to be overheard.
Interesting.
Okay. Talk.
See, Detective Han's not a fan of edge runners.
Don't take it personally. Detective Han's not a fan of anybody, except his daughter. You wanted to talk?
For the attack, you wanted to talk to Ryan's hustle. Get some info to him. What was it?
You know what? Han was right. Acoustics are a little too good in here. Got my car outside.
Okay, sure.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a little bit popping in here, to be honest with you. Oh, they despawned my car. I mean, it doesn't matter, obviously. Hey, look how foggy it is today. It's crazy out here. Oh, he does a big old truck. Good for him. Radio popping, I see.
Some of the boys from the precinct saw Horvath around Arroyo, shooting up dumpsters, hollering how he's got to meet with the mayor. Brought him in.
Brought who in?
Peter Horvath, cyber psycho who attacked the mayor later. They took him downtown, but then he got lost before they could get his statement.
So you saw him as a potential threat, decided to warn the mayor. Just like that? Because you got a good heart.
Make it sound like that's something to be ashamed of.
Shamed? No. It's not something you see every day. Said he got lost. How's that happen? What's it mean?
It means someone didn't want him counting roaches in a cell that day. And before you ask me, no. I got no idea who. My turn. Why's Peralez looking at this now? Why does he want it done unofficial, on the hush-hush?
As I see it, Peralez is out to smear Holt.
So he thinks Holt's involved?
Dunno. But even if he's not, a murdered mayor isn't great optics for his deputy. Red Queen's race. Heard anything about it? Know what it is?
Maybe I have. Maybe I do. It got anything to do with Ryan?
Guy was headed there the day he died.
Fine. We're gonna see my CI. All I've heard, it's some fancy-ass club. No idea where to even look for it. CI might know. Then we'll go talk to the woman Horvath worked for. Or actually, we could see her first. Up to you.
Let's go see your informer. Club's a better lead.
Fine with me.
I care not, just, you know, I don't know. I don't really feel like it really matters. It's a pretty big truck. Look at my cool pants. Alright. So I skipped the ride, supposedly we're getting close. Look how crazy it looks right now, man. Look at all that fog.
You go talk to him. I'll wait outside. Tell him Igor says hi. He'll know what it's about.
Alright.
Alright. Wait here then.
Look how crazy it looks, dude. Anyway. Would be easier if that music wasn't freaking popping so aggressively. Anyway. Kind of.
You looking for general inspiration or something specific? Because I can help with both.
Igor says hi.
Fuck, no. Said I was done. I was out.
Hey.
Leave me the fuck alone.
God, you think I need a card? I know he didn't go this way. Don't worry about it. I don't know. Suppose he's really gonna escape on me, which is why I'm so confidently just looking around. Hey.
Hey, Neil.
Piss off.
Relax. Just got one question to ask you. Nothing to see here, sir. Come on, Ghost, I said.
Yeah, walk away.
Leave me alone, got it? Can't make me do a damn thing.
Red Queen's race. Give us the address. We're gone.
Heard that already last time. Then those motherfuckers showed, broke all my fingers.
Fingers. I'll break limbs that'll make you forget all about those fingers. Start with your shins. Any idea how much that hurts?
All right. Jesus. Chill, okay? It's outside city limits. Near the river. Benita Street area.
You been there?
Not telling you another fucking thing.
Ah, come on, bro.
Kiss my ass. Both of you.
Well, there you go. Good enough.
Well, that's what I call a breakthrough. It seems promising, but I'd still hit that market.
Market?
Horvath's employer, one I mentioned before. I just wouldn't let that lead drop.
Okay. Let's go see this market of yours.
We gonna take my car?
Fine.
Sure. Thanks.
Fine. I almost said no because I was like, we could take my car and get there. I can get there way faster. But I can just skip the ride too, so it's fine. I mean, he might have dialogue, at least for a little bit. Actually, we could just skip it. We don't have to screw around. All right, Cherry Blossom Market.
90% of any detective's job is talking.
How about we change tacks this time? Ask questions first, then level threats.
Fine.
So, who are we supposed to talk to? Cyber Psycho's boss, you said?
Christine Markov, 42. File has her as Horvath's sole employer. Sole contact, too, actually.
Come on, V.
Interesting. Interesting. I would not want to be a cop in Night City, I tell you what. I have questions about what the heck's going on in that ad. Anyway. But alright, you know. Well, we'll work with them, but, you know, this detective ain't no friend of mine. Well, I don't know. He might be, you never know.
No idea who we're looking for.
He might not be bad for a cop, let's rephrase.
Gonna have to ask around. I'll start from the left. You take the right.
Okay. Alright, fair enough.
No, she's over there.
Christine Markov?
No,
Thanks.
but I know who she is. Stand with the tech, over on the other side.
What do you mean lost track of you somewhere? I'm right here, dude. I was getting my own. I was chasing my own lead.
You Christine Markov? We have some questions.
You badges?
Looking for data on Petar Horvath. Worked here, apparently?
Yeah, he did. Then he stopped working, started making fucking speeches all the time.
When did the weird behavior actually start?
Look, when you're talking about Petar, weird doesn't mean what it means for everybody else. Horvath never was completely normal. But the post-jail Horvath versus the pre-jail Horvath, gongs both, but completely different gongs.
These speeches. What did he have to say?
Ryan, corpse got him by the balls and cock, but he still managed to fuck me. His motto.
Why do you have it in for the mayor?
Ha! Looking for reason in that whack job? Probably thought Ryan was talking to him through the TV, promising all sorts of shit, then ceasing to give a fuck. Look, I told you what I think. In Horvath's world, everybody was out to get him. Lucius Ryan was out to fuck him, then get him.
Gotcha.
Had no other connection, those two. Think hard.
Easy money? That's what Horvath was after. Didn't do time for nothing. Worked for normals, not so normals. Maybe he and Ryan had some mutual friends. Would that be all, detectives? You're spooking my clientele.
Interesting.
So Horvath had a personal beef with Ryan.
We might have guessed as much.
Might seem like we didn't get a lot out of that, but sometimes intel makes sense once you've got some context. Say, for instance, somebody says they got a headache. Minor detail. Means nothing, right?
Ugh, I'm
usually
stuck on people.
Sure. Then the guy waltzes straight into oncoming traffic. The neighbor remembers someone had worked on the air conditioner in the guy's unit. The guy whose head always hurt. Accident? Coincidence? Or maybe air-dispersed poison. A deliberate hit.
You actually caught a case like that?
No. Made it up. Still proves my point.
True.
Oh, great. Let me handle this, V.
Alright. Tiger Claws.
Step aside, Lug. Your boyfriend got sent up for years. Doubt you want the same.
He said let him handle it, so.
Right. You did lose your only associate who could string 2 sentences together. Too bad he also liked diddling little kids.
Oh.
Here's my offer. Get the fuck out of here, and I won't arrest you as accessories in the murder of Mayor Rhine.
And wash your fucking wheels, pig.
Hey, well done, I guess, right?
Walking the streets with you? Downright unsafe. Got a beef with all gangs or just the Tigers?
I'm a cop. What do you think?
Good thing nobody got killed. A little less paperwork. Okay. Red Queen's race now. Gonna ride with me?
Fine.
Sure, I'll ride with you.
Alright. We are, looks like here. And it's, once again, foggy and kind of spooky. I like it. It's moody. Perfect for a detective, you know, noir kind of vibe. Yeah, look how cool it is, man. This fog is awesome. So cinematic.
This is animal turf.
I can see that.
Lock up any of theirs recently?
Not lately, no. They're not big fans of pigs, either. I can't go in without a warrant. But you...
Uh-huh. All right. Be in touch.
You find anything, tell me.
Alright. Could have parked a little closer. Well, I mean, we could try to do this quietly and blah, 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 but what's the point? What the heck's the point, anyway? I was just curious if anything would pop up, because it kind of looked like it was a special thing, you know? Huh. What's the point of this? I don't know. I'm not sure what that was for. But hey, I did it, man. Don't mind me.
Everything okay? Got spotted.
Hang on, be right there.
Yeah, I got spotted. Can you imagine how that happened? I don't know.
Getting too old for this.
Ow! Oh, hey, River. Saved your life.
Neil doesn't tend to lie. Too scared. So the club's around here somewhere. In the garage is my guess.
Uh-huh. Hey, don't mind me, man. I'm just, you know. I'm just, hanging out in my favorite pastime, which is looting. You have items, give them to me. Oh, it's like, the body's like not really there, I think. It would explain why I'm able to pass right through it. That's for sure. Yeah. There's like no, you know, it's just weird, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Take that out. Well, that went well. I mean, obviously I wasn't quiet, but you know, that doesn't matter. You know, just fire and open that shotgun worked a heck of a lot better than the alternative possibility of, you know, being quiet and all that jazz. Alright. What? Oh. It's just like, what? Oh. Doesn't matter, I found a ladder. Hey, animal up here. I don't suppose you would have something I would want. Maybe. Mostly it's curious about ammunition. I'm not exactly low by any means, but I'm less than full on my shotgun, so usually that's enough cause for me to be concerned. Don't mind me, man. I'm just, you know, looking around for goodies. A little bit of money. Always useful, but not a whole lot in the way of ammunition. And by a whole lot, I mean any. There is no ammunition. Alright, let's go. Come at me, elevator. Hey, River, I'm assuming you're on your way. Oh, there you are. Come on in, boy. Here he comes. Don't worry, I'll get the button, I guess. Don't worry, I got it, I suppose. He's a very intense aura, you know? It's too bad he's a cop.
Nice. Someone really wanted to cover up whatever it was that went down. What should we be looking for?
Let's try to find something that looks like an office. Every club has one.
Gotcha. Well, there's only one way this is really gonna go, so. There is only one way this is gonna go, but just for the memes, we'll creep around for a little bit. Although I really ticked someone off, let me tell you. Hi! Ow! I was sighting up an enemy. Well done, River. Thanks for blocking that side. Well, that was surprising. Where the heck did the hammer go, anyway? Unknown. Alright, well, let's get to looting. There's a lot of dead people in here to loot. And I would hate to miss that kind of opportunity. Alright, well, this way, River, I would imagine.
Looks like an office. Sort of.
Comps are what we want. Comps above all.
Yeah, one step at a time. BD headset. Oh, sure. Hang on, I'm just gonna do a quick brain dance. Don't worry, brother. I'm just gonna hit this really quick.
V!
He's like, V, you're such an idiot. Why did you put that on?
V! You hear me?
I don't think anything would happen.
You asked me. Wasn't a heart attack that killed Ryan.
As I said from the start. But...
Someone spiked his BD. That's what killed him.
Fuck. Think you could be right.
Well, I didn't expect that. I thought I was goofing off. I didn't I almost killed V for no reason. So that was not what I expected. Our money is climbing really good, by the way. You notice that? Local network. Not that it matters now, but...
Yep. Stiff as a board. You ask me, he's been dead at least an hour. No. No trauma card. Pretty sure he didn't bring it on purpose. A club like this, you don't want TT banging down the door when you're banging away and things start to heat up. Heart, probably. Must have gotten a little too heavy and messy. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Coroner will find him at home. I'll tell him how to write it up. Died in his sleep, quiet as a baby.
Wow.
Boys are getting him out of here. Of course, nobody will see him. No way. Yep. Yes. All right, I'll buzz you later.
Yikes. So that's Detective Han covering up something. That's cool. What, like watch it again?
Weird.
Oh, there we go.
Guy looks familiar, doesn't he?
V, I'm not in the mood for jokes. Think we've seen everything we needed to. Let's go.
Yeah, your partner's crooked.
Okay, let's Delta.
Think I saw another way out on the way in.
Yeah, I think it looks like River's partner's crooked, so you know. As more of a straight shooter like River, that's gotta not feel good. Whoa. A little close to that wall there, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good. What up, Detective Han?
Still hanging around with this punk?
Shut it, Harold.
What up?
I know what you did. Not about to ask why you covered it up. Not even why you jumped into this mess to begin with. Just want to know. Who gave you the order?
What's the matter, River? Why do you even care? Your conscience is clear. You can sleep tight at night. You know why? Because I took all the responsibility. You got no idea how this city works. Think a goddamn inspirational, idealist bullshit actually means something? It doesn't. Never did. Hey, don't look at me that way, Merc. You know I'm right.
I mean, it's true.
I know this town inside out.
So you know how it works. At City Hall, in the street. Rules are the same. Ryan knew it too. He fought for this city. Cleanly at times, dirty at others. But always with a lot of heart. Wouldn't have wanted him to get dragged through the muck.
Politics bores me to tears. Every mayor, same asshole, different suit.
Not every mayor saved the city from Militech panzers, back when the NUSA tried to take us. But Ryan did. You think people will remember that? All that matters is his death, because it reeks of scandal.
V, appreciate the help, but this isn't your biz. I'll take care of it.
How are you gonna do that? Am I under arrest?
Got a scroll, got a motive, got your confession. So yeah, you could be. But it wouldn't make much sense. You don't even gotta say who ordered you to go and clean up. I know anyway. So, since even our brass's fingers are all over this, I gotta take it to internal.
They won't do a thing either. Not to me. They'll put you in their sights, though. Just go home, Ward. Get some sleep. Find all this easier to take in the morning. I mean, that's my plan.
Thoughts there, River?
Fuck.
Solid. Good thought. Well, you know, that's how it is, man. It's a crooked city. I don't know why he's surprised that the cops are crooked, too.
Han was right. Sort of. He was just following orders. Even if he ends up paying for it, the system won't change.
I can't let it go, V. I can't, and I won't. Holt murdered Ryan. Wanted his seat. Oldest, tritest motive in the book. That's why I believe it.
Use the NCPD to cover his tracks.
Also think it was Holt. Only one who stood to gain.
Taking this to internal affairs. Got enough to get this case reopened.
Don't do it. They'll sack you, or worse. Besides, won't change a thing.
Could be right, you and Han. But I couldn't give a shit what you two think.
Solid. Okay.
You gonna report back to the paralysis?
Yeah, that was my job.
Okay. I'm gonna stay. Observe a little. Thanks, V.
Okay. Well, you know, do you, man.
So, about Ryan. Got a pretty good idea what happened.
Great. Come by, please. It's a sensitive matter. I'd rather discuss it face to face. We'll be waiting.
Alright. That'll work. I will tell you, I am not gonna walk there. I think I'll take this one. Come to me on my Batmobile. Sorry. With my dashing, I usually dash too far. Beautiful. We are here. Hang on, I just gotta snug up against this curb a little bit. Perfect. This car is so fast. Like, it's so fast, so responsive, you know? It'll just whip through those corners, you know? It's so good. Oh, it's a glass door. Did not realize. Knock, knock.
V, we're upstairs.
Thanks.
It's so classy. They have an intercom. Wow. Well, it makes sense that these people are
Just gonna tell
running
you
for
one
mayor.
thing.
I'm listening.
Don't tell him nothing. Don't get involved. This muck is deeper than you think. Suck you in if you're not careful.
If I don't give them something, they're not gonna pay me.
We'll manage without that.
There's no sense in what you gotta eat.
Fine, do whatever the fuck you want. Not like you listen anyway.
Oh, come on, Johnny. You're my bestie.
Hello, V. Please, come in. Make yourself at home. Jefferson will join us shortly.
I was like, I gotta tell him something, man. I gotta get paid. And I don't know. I mean, you know, here's the thing. Like, I'm like, well, which one is Holt? Like, you know, like who is Holt? Is Holt the cyber psycho that charged in and just annihilated everybody, or is Holt the dirty police chief? You know, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? And so I just feel like I got lost in this crime scene, in this particular mission. I feel like I'm really lost in what's happening. So I don't even know who Holt is. So I don't know if whoever Holt is, if he's guilty. I don't know if that was the cyber psycho or if that was the, like, I would assume what, like a crooked police chief or something. Like I
have a seat.
No idea. So, you know.
Thank you.
So I don't know what to tell these people because I don't know if to tell them it's Holt or what. I do know that River going to you know, internal affairs and all that is a stupid plan because the cops are super crooked. And so running through them and telling them like, hey, this guy, Detective Hahn, is crooked and like whatever, the police chief might be in on it, like, you know, and there's a lot of cops that are crooked. It's not going to help anything. And the fact that River seems surprised that people are crooked, even the cops, is really wild to me. Like, brother, you know where you work? Like, this is Night City, man. No one is safe. So I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell these people.
Elizabeth tells me you have answers for us. I'm all ears.
Okay.
It's not 100% clear what happened.
Hardly anything ever is. But
yeah, I got some idea.
I mean, that's kind of true.
Ryan was murdered at a sex club. Someone gave him a virus-spiked BD.
You sure?
Same BD almost wiped me, so yeah, I'd say I'm sure.
Got any idea who did it?
I mean, the police are absolutely on it. But I don't know who Holt is.
Cops are working the case again. Investigation into Ryan's death will be reopened.
That's very good news. I feel...
Shouldn't have said that. That's not what I meant. That's not what I thought that meant.
Thanks for your help, V. Your fee.
You two watch out for each other.
I don't know if I should have said that, man. That was not really what I meant. See, like, I absolutely misread that because it said cops are on it. My brain said cops are in on it is what I thought that I read that as. So my brain absolutely like auto-filled that into the cops are in on it, which was warning them that the cops were dirty and the cops are somehow related. That's what I thought that meant. But it says but it's saying the cops are on it. Like, yeah, they're on the case, which they're not because River's gonna tell internal affairs and he's probably gonna get in trouble for it. So, you know, it's gonna come back to bite him in the butt. So it's really not useful, but whatever. I got paid. I mean, I know Johnny told me not to, but man, I need to get paid. Like, I didn't do that for nothing. Anyway, yeah, that was the text earlier when we lost him inside the thing. Anyway, so I don't know what to say. Like I thought I was gonna say, you know, the cops are in on it, like warning them about the police, but that's not what that was. That was me misreading it. So, you know, so whatever. I don't know, man. I made almost 18,000 eddies for it. So, oh right, glass, very clear glass, because I have a hard time seeing it until I run my nose into it. Anyway, that was different. That mission's been there a long time, so that feels pretty good to knock that out. Alright, we are pulling up on the next mission. It's that weird send in the clowns mission. I'm really curious about what it means, so we're pulling up to it because I'm just really morbidly curious. I'm assuming this was the spot. I got a text from Judy while I was honking my horn waiting for a clown. Hey, buried Ev today, Columbarium near North Oak. Thought you might want to know. I don't want to ask her how you feel. How do you think she feels? Thanks for letting me know. Right, no problem. Take care. Oh, Judy, I love you. I thought that was what I was supposed to do, you know? Oh, there we go. Okay, I climbed out, climbed back in, and... There we go, good lord. Also, wow, it's bright in this car.
Hey, you're V, yes?
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
You didn't answer my question.
There's something on your face.
A live grenade?
The grenade.
Yeah.
Can I ask why? Do you have a juggling accident or something?
Not cool. You ask personal questions and yet you haven't even introduced yourself. You are V, correct?
Yeah, that's me.
Good. Then let's go.
Where to?
Little China. I have a craving for Kung Pao chicken. Extra spicy.
Okay. Alright, well, come on there, grenade clown man. Oh, hang on a minute, it screwed up my camera. There we go. Alright, well. He gets to ride in my supercar and...
Doesn't that bother you?
What?
The grenade. You know, the one in your face?
You get used to it. I just gotta be careful not to pull the pin when I want to pick my nose.
Solid. Well, yeah, I guess that's a... Oh! You stupid, stupid cop. You thought it would be funny to just park right in the middle of the dang on-ramp? You deserve that. That's on you. Now we have to lose the dang cops. Worthless, you know that?
Nice out here. This stuff has changed.
Where are you from?
Brazil. You know, down in South...
I know where Brazil is.
You never know with you gringos.
You're from Brazil, huh? That's not what I would have expected. Come on. Wanted level, go away faster. Alright, there we go. That stupid cop, dude. Parked in the middle of the on-ramp. What an idiot. Right in the blind spot. Don't know what he was doing.
Heard of them?
Who hasn't?
Got any friends in there?
No, why?
Just asking. Can't help being curious.
I don't have any friends in the Tiger Claws. Trying to get to this objective, but admittedly it's a little weird. Oh hey, this is where Vic is. Oh, maybe we'll drive a little closer.
This is the place. Wait for me here and keep the engine running.
We came all this way to get takeout?
You could say that.
I don't think the creepy clown is here for chicken. I swear, I'm gonna hear explosions any second now. Oh, there's the clown. With the grenade in his face. Luckily Misty's place is like the next building down, you know? So, you know. Oh, told you!
Was that? You got grenades up your ass too?
Sorry, I was trying to get my hammer out and I couldn't do it. Anyway.
Ha! Not bad, right?
Would have been even better if you told me what you were planning from the get-go.
It's true what they say. You're good. Really fucking good. Got a stick up your ass, though. This is where we part ways. Good luck, V. And, relax a bit, okay?
What about my payment?
What about it? Here, like I said before, the best don't come cheap.
Well,
take care, V. And hey, keep your nose to the ground.
Solid. Well, that was one of the strangest interactions I've ever had. Okay, well, I don't know. I got $4 grand for it, and it was a very short little mission. Very interesting. You want to get a little closer to my supercar? You're like literally right in the way. Oh, I got a grenade? That's interesting. No, I don't want to hear a joke. You stay away from me, you weirdo. Anyway, I leveled up, apparently. Alright, so I think I was grabbing some of these. Crafting components from looting. From crafting components from looting. All cyberware gain an additional stat modifier. That sounds good. Cyber for each attribute at 9 or higher. Oh, wow. Incoming damage if all system and slots are filled. Well, I don't have them all filled. That could be good. When upgrading cyberware, you can choose from 2 stat modifier options. Oh, that's that upgrade. Additional stat modifier. Interesting. Okay, hang on. Let's do this. Let's hop out. But now I'm a little curious about that stat modifier thing. Yeah, that was odd. That was odd. Hi, Misty. I love you. I'm kind of guess I'm gonna go talk to Vic, I guess. Hey, man, I'm
Was thinking about swapping.
gonna
some
poke
fun.
around, you know.
Got any new toys?
Have a look.
I'm sort of curious about what the heck's happening with this. Okay, obviously I want to keep that. Is it just like what, like an upgrade? Or well, really, we could just see what it does. Decreased enemy vision. That sounds new. Melee damage resistance. Bonus ricochet damage. Health. Decreased enemy vision. Explosive damage resistance. Melee damage resistance. Melee resistance. Some of these sound new to me. Crit chance. Interesting. Okay, I think this was something that we did want, though, while we're literally right here. Huh. There we go. That got that to the epic. I think now we mostly just need fives, I think, at this point. Because, yeah. We just need fives is really what we're focusing on at this point. So, tier 5s. Thanks, brother. That's interesting. Well, that's interesting. Oh, hang on. We might as well go through the back of Misty's. Hi, Misty. I love you. Anyway. Alright, well. That was odd. That was one of the strangest things I've ever done in this game. That was real weird. Alright. Approaching at breakneck speed. I'm thinking we might take down a cyber psycho. Usually we ignore this stuff, but, you know. Okay, heard north side, seeing some action. Get Maelstormers, hauling butt out of there. Go see what's going on. Okay, well, for a change, we actually are going to go look into that. Okay, I need my non-lethal club while I'm here, though. Is there any other upgrades that'd be useful? Crit chance and crit damage for attacks performed mid-air. That's interesting. Perform a sprint attack, allows you to perform an unlimited number of combo attacks for 2.5 seconds. Crit chance when crouching undetected. Chance, knockdown chance on stunned enemies, stamina cost, attack speed. Makes the weapon lethal. Okay, well, apparently no other upgrades, but for now. Okay, so I will, using this non-lethal thing. Now, what I did on the other save, as you can see, my big fancy one, is I also was doing a system basically similar to this. I carried a non-lethal melee weapon. Now for me, I think it was a sword. I think it was a sword that I put a mod on, so one of the modifiers, so that it was non-lethal, I believe. But anyway. And or it might have been a machete. I actually think it might have been a machete, but anyway. But so how this is gonna work is you can damage if it's the kind of cyber psycho where they have like a big old health bar. You can damage them with your guns, but when they're getting low, you need to finish them with your non-lethal melee weapon. And then your other option is you have to make sure that on like the last hit or two, do not hit them while they're going down, because there's an animation for them to like fall over as they're non-lethally damaged. And if you hit them on the way down, even with your non-lethal weapon, you will kill them. And so if they're on the ground and they're incapacitated, do not hit them again with your non-lethal weapon, because it does count and it will kill them. So anyway, so just so you're aware that it's like this whole thing. So it's very difficult to do. It's one of the reasons we've been avoiding it so much. Is because, you know, it's, you know, we've been avoiding doing it because it's kind of difficult to do and very easy to get killed. So that's why we've been avoiding it so much. Oh, Pan Am. You were right, V. It's good being back with your people. And then, see, I felt like the loneliest person in the world. I'd rather be in the company of that stubborn guy. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, I think he's loosened up a bit. He's starting to realize he doesn't have to be the only voice around the campfire. It'll do us some good. Aw, look, they're finally bonding. Family gather. Well, I don't know. Like, I think V, I feel like in the way I imagine V, I feel like that she is lonely, like, you know, that she's used to being tough, and for the city kid intro, I feel like she's used to taking care of herself on the streets and everything, but she's made a few, like, good connections, you know, and so I feel like that she does like having close people, but maybe there's some part of her that's worried about having people to being too close, because she's worried they'll die, like Jackie, and I don't know, you know, and we don't know anything about, like, parents or how that goes, but anyway. Trying to make me jealous, huh? You're not wrong about NC. At least all of you are together. Won't lie, it's tempting. So it's official. Panam's a bride again. Still hasn't really hit me yet. I'm still giving myself a trial period. You can't expect everything right from the start, but I feel like things are making a turn for the better. Not like you don't know where to find us. You helped us in our time of need. You're always welcome here. Anyways, I have to go before they drink off their butts or start another race. Take care, V. Aw, I helped Panam get back with her family. Good. Very good. So yeah, things are kind of spooky with cyber psychos because a lot of them are very strong. So they can be a little bit spooky to interact with down the dark alley, you know what I mean? Yeah, sniper rifle. Sniper rifle ammo. Joy of joys. See? Alright, there's the health bar that we were waiting for. I mean, if it's possible to sneak up on them, I wouldn't be against it. Don't look this way, pal. I'm stuck on inanimate objects. I don't expect this to go well, in case you're curious. I fully expect to get caught right before I get close. Haha! Non-lethal takedown. If you can, that's like the easiest way to do it, to be honest with you. Alright, so read the farewell shard. Tamara, I've been trying to reach you ever since they took me. I know you're looking, and I know you'll find me eventually, but I don't know how to make it any easier. Don't think I can get on the net. I should have listened to you when you taught me how, but now I screwed myself. Honestly, I don't even think you'll recognize me if you saw me. I know I don't. Should just stuck a barrel down my throat and be done with it. I'm such a monster. Gang ain't taking me back, not without a bag over my head. I got these little tractor hands and ugly as sin red eyes. All I can think of now is your chums who poisoned you to me, telling you not to get with a Valentino, that he'll leave you for someone else, vanish without a word. I'm gone on, they'll beat their chests all justified and tell you told you so, but you couldn't be more wrong. It's driving me loco. I feel like my head's gonna explode in a million pieces. I can feel the pressure building and building and building, but I don't know when it's gonna pop. Okay, now we message Regina. Our kid was a Valentino, not a Maelstormer. Borg fiends must have had an axe to grind with him because they stuffed him with implants like a Christmas turkey and just watched and waited for him to blow. Same would happen to anyone shipped that fast. Body didn't have time to adjust to the wear and turned him psycho. Good thing he still had a little self-control left, meant I could take him down quietly. Looks like our guy didn't even have to piss them off. While ago, Maelstrom put out word that it was looking for volunteers to test some new wear. Obviously, nobody stepped up, so the Borg guys just started scooping peeps off the street. Valentino's been looking for this kid for a while, not to mention the runner who stormed the net with data feelers trying to track him down. Eventually must have broken free and fought for his life, made the Maelstormers reaped what they sowed. Whole thing backfired on them spectacularly. Good thing you managed to get him to go softly. Kid's still young. Maybe with the right kind of help, he can learn to adapt to his new condition. We did it. Look at that. Sometimes it just works, you know. When it works well, it can go that well. But it's always a big toss-up on whether it's going to actually go that well. Alright, so that's a 5 copperhead. To be honest, I like my little submachine gun. The damage is actually a little bit less on this assault rifle. Attack speed's a little slower. Its range is a little better. But yeah, I feel like I like my little gun. I think the rest of these are probably... There's a 4. I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if we need any more 4s. For the moment, we just really need 5s. But maybe for a little bit, we'll break down some 4s, but... I feel like what we really need at this point is 5s. So we're keeping our little bar there. These are all sellable. Sick. Let me just make sure I have an actual gun selected. But look at that, we got him quietly and everything. We nailed that. Alright, now we just do some little more looting in the area. Usually there's some kind of loot going on. I got almost 3 grand for that. So, you know, it's not insubstantial money. I'm a little curious if there's anything... Aha. I knew there'd be something. So normally, how this goes for me is, you know, I try to get people quietly so that Regina's not mad and I actually make some money on this deal. And usually I mean, in the last save I did, things were going well. In my first and most any other run-through I ever did, I would just kill him, like, every time, and then Regina would be all PO'd at me. Of course, the other reason is because I never bothered to read, like, the shard or any of that stuff. I never read any of that. And so that's part of it, because I had no, like, context on who these people were and stuff, because I literally never looked. Oh, that was shotgun ammo. I noticed a second too late. That's good, because we were starting to delve into our ammo supply a little bit on that. Anyway, but I never read the little backstories, and I never really read the text that I sent to Regina. And so, in the last save, I started, like, actually doing it, and I started reading the text and seeing who they were, and then suddenly I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense why I'd want to take these people alive, you know? Because, you know, they're not, like, so far, almost all of them are just victims, you know? Like, they didn't do anything wrong, they just, like, something bad happened to them, or they were forced in a bad situation, or, you know, things of that nature. And so a lot of them are like that. And so if you can manage to take them alive, you know, it makes sense because, like, you know, like I said, a lot of them are victims. And so it makes total sense about why you would want to do it that way if possible. And so I'm not saying we're going to hunt down every single cyber psycho, but if we could manage to start maybe grabbing some of them at least, I would feel a little bit better and not just... I don't know, and not just feeling like I was blowing it off, you know, because it's annoying. As you can see, there's cyber psychos everywhere. They are all over this map. But within eyesight, there's like, what, 4 right here? You know, there's like a line of 4 of them, you know? And, you know, when you scroll around, you just find legions and legions of them. So, it is absolutely a whole thing. So, we can manage to hit more of them if I would care to try. All right, we are... just parking at one of my apartments, the really classy one, as you can no doubt tell. It's just funny because you just like, you know, like, oh, you know, my apartment, it's a little run down, but it's home, and you look over and you're like, wow, look at that supercar. it's a lot, you know, considering what kind of place this is. It's just funny how just a lot it is, you know what I mean? Let's see. Where is my stash? Oh, cute. Anyway, as you can see, we have more, you know, a lot of the weapons on display here as well. Anyway, I think, there we go. Okay, so, oh, I should have sold stuff. Anyway, we can go ahead and drop off a lot of this stuff. Oh, there's some good boots there, actually. Psycho Racers. Hang on a minute. I'm just curious. What about those pants? What do they look like? Oh, those are some cool looking pants. I kind of like those. I mean, I like our colors and our vibe a little bit more, but I do like that they're skinny. You know, I like that they're like kind of like, you know, that they're slim, which looks really, really good on V. So I do like that, but I am okay with our look for now, though. Should have emptied our inventory, though. But I think what we're here to do is we're going to do this really quick. And then maybe we'll sleep 24 hours. We will see. We'll just do like, there we go. Make it happen. Okay. Now... probably just do one. We don't need to do too many, but partially I'm trying to see if I can trigger the next Judy thing, to be honest with you. But we're not hardcore, just if it happened to work, that'd be neato. Anyway, but our next thing though is going to be finding a place to sell. So I think that is going to be the plan. Luckily, there's one not far away. Well, this is a very classy looking area. Easy. Sometimes I noticed that just with that car, there is sometimes a really aggressive lag spike. Anyway, we're just here to sell stuff. So sell this, sell this, sell this. I think, yeah, so far all of those. And then there was a few, not that. We can sell the razor and all those. Yeah, that puts us at, I think I saw we were at 661, I believe, for our total money. Sick. Yeah, that puts us at 661,000 eddies. So we are getting there, man. We're getting there. All right, let's give it a quick save. Beautiful. Well, I think that will be a fabulous place to call it. And when we come back, we will be moving on. Now, we kind of did an episode of side stuff, obviously. As you no doubt noticed, we kind of did an episode of a lot of side things. Ooh, there's like a whole gang right there. They are not happy at my presence. Anyway, but we did kind of an episode of side stuff, but I feel like in the next one we might be hopping back into Phantom Liberty. I think that might be a pretty good plan. And maybe Judy stuff ends up triggering. I'm not trying to rush it too hard. Like, I'm not like worried yet that we don't have time to finish Judy stuff or anything. I'm not. We're not there. We have a lot to go. And so I'm not worried about that. But you know, every once in a while I might like sleep for 24 hours just to help speed things along. You know. And so, next episode we might be jumping back into something a little bit more main story, like say Phantom Liberty, and so that might be what we do next time rather than doing side stuff. Now, I did already mention this, but we are probably not gonna hit all of like the cyber psychos on camera or doing every gig or anything like that. We're probably not doing that on camera. I think it's likely that what I'm mentally picturing is I'm picturing hitting most things, and this is greatly dependent on what I feel like doing. But you know, we might hit might hit some, you know, some gigs here and there. We might knock out some cyber psychos here and there. But for the most part, you know, if there's like a mission and I think it sounds particularly fun, we'll probably do that on camera. Of course, all the main story stuff's gonna get done. We're gonna make sure we get the Judy romance done. You know, any other like probable like big quest lines, because I think River at some point has like some sort of level of quest line. We'll probably hit that. You know, we'll hit like quest lines for characters and that kind of thing, especially like I said for Judy. But overall, I'm not planning on like 100%ing this game or anything on camera, because I kind of picture me like after the playthrough for the channel is over. I kind of picture going back in, and I think you can like jump into the save. Hopefully, you can jump into a save like in the post credits after it's over, and just like explore the map and continue doing that stuff. Hopefully you can do that, and if you can, then I'm kind of picturing going back in and like grinding for more eddies, because by the time the game is over, we've done everything. I don't know if I'm gonna have the eddies to buy all the cars, and so I kind of picture running through and doing more of that stuff off camera at the very end of it all, like once I'm like, you know, kind of hopefully close to the eddies I need by then, and that is kind of what I am picturing. So the other thing I meant to mention is I don't know if I'm gonna wait to buy like cars en masse at the end of the playthrough. Like, we might start slowly spending my eddies and buying cars, because that's what I'm saving for. That's what all of this money is for. Is we're just gonna be buying cars. That's all it's for. I probably won't buy myself any more apartments because I don't want to spend the money. I probably also, it's likely I won't buy any more implants for cyberware. Now, maybe I end up doing that, but for the most part, I'm planning on just upgrading what I have, and as far as it'll let me do it. And so that means tier 5 components at this point. And otherwise, I'm planning on starting to probably sell tier 4s, because that'll start helping us get money even faster if I stopped breaking those down. And then once our implants are maxed out, we can start selling tier 5s, which will start also helping us make more money. And so we'll probably start slowly buying cars, and with the eddies that we have, as we're just exploring and driving around, just to keep things exciting, and it's still working towards my goal. But we're not probably going to worry about hitting everything on camera, because otherwise this playthrough would be much longer. And that kind of feels like a good thing that I could do off camera. Just kind of screwing around and, you know, grinding for eddies and just doing random fights and that kind of thing. So anyways, but yeah, when we come back, we'll probably just jump into some Phantom Liberty stuff, so we'll see. Anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Oh, did I just collateral that guy? Yeet.
There, you go first. He's like, I think it's clear, man. You're good.
As the great Bob Ross would say, what a happy accident.
Later, idiots. I could hear Darth Vader in my head. I have you now. No, walk it off, bro. You're okay. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
That was so perfect.